Hey Cancer, how are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your May 15th through the remainder of the month, your love reading. So we have a gorgeous continuing journey for some of you. It could be either way, of course, and as always, the reading can be vice versa. Please make sure to check the astrology so you understand the vision and the discussion that is coming out of me. I channel readings from source with a group of guides, and they like to start with some oracle cards to set the tone for the reading. So Cancer, that's you on a sacred vision quest of some kind. That's the shamanic energy that you're carrying as you move through the last part of May, and there's something phenomenal happening. Thank you, Spirit. So do you see where the heart is in this card? Do you see how it's illuminated? There's something coming forward. Whoops, pardon me, Spirit. So this journey that you've been on, it has been about healing your heart, healing your being, healing your road. So if you haven't seen the other readings from the last, let's say, month or two, skip back. I'm going to put a card on the video so you'll see it up in the sky there for some of the last couple of readings. Please go look at them. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back to all my subscribers and returning viewers. I really appreciate your presence here. So you are going on a sacred vision quest right into the light, Cancer. This is really beautiful. I think my guides are saying it's been a valiant journey that you've been on, a very difficult one for some of you. And the healing has come forward very nicely because, you know, when you are beset with difficulties, it is very difficult to have this kind of a journey. There has to be a certain amount of clarity of mind. That's what my guides are saying. In order to be able to take this kind of a vision quest and go that deeply into the sacred. And I think you are having some visions. You are having some messages coming through from the mind of Source, God, the goddess. My guides just said the high priest, the high priestess, all those kinds of things. Whatever your tradition would inform you, the words that you use about what is sacred, that's the experience that you're having. So these cards indicate the connection that you have with a quantum other, some kind of a soulmate. Some people call it twin flame. My guides call it quantum activator, quantum partner, because it illuminates the electromagnetic strings of energy that really are, that's where we came from, my guides are saying. So they prefer to use that term to speak about what is happening as we move into 4D and 5D, and in fact, that is what is happening. And so these kinds of connections are going to be very profound. It may not always be with a lover per se, but there's somebody coming forward in your life who is a seer, someone also very sacred, very powerful. You see Mountain Lion in the card? That's about having your power complete. And we see bird energy there. We see the seer in a very deep state. And they're looking into their ability to have sacred vision. Someone who is very, my guides are, interestingly, they're saying very altruistic in their nature. Very clairvoyant, very psychic. The ability to look into the future and foretell the outcomes. It's really interesting. So this card, the numerology on it is 45, so that's a 9. So this is somebody who is at a very elevated state of energy and of being. So this is the vision that they're having. If you look closely at this card, you can see there are two individuals. They're each lying on a hillside. And they're in a really lush, beautiful place. We see light emanating from each one of them and from the sky. So this is about here upon the earth, this vision, this quest that you're having. The type of connection that has come forward between you and somebody else is of that nature. And whoever that somebody else is, look at that. Cancer, this is what you're drawing to yourself. if you look at the number of the card, it adds up to an 11. So it is about somebody with whom you have a very sacred partnership of some kind. If you look closely at the card, you'll see that the shaman is exhaling someone. This is about the ability of your person to walk in this realm and to walk into the shamanic world for their own journey and become the myth maker. So the myth maker is not defined by the story, but the myth maker writes the story and understands the energy coming forward and how that writes the story. And again, we see a bird, looks like eagle, in the card. So very highly ordered shamanic energy, someone very powerful that is able to, okay, hang on, my guides are speaking. Someone that is able to travel in this way, very ethereal, able to be inhaled and exhaled by the universe for their own journey. And at this time, based on what I'm seeing here, what it looks like, and I love this card very, very much. I've had a lot of discussions with one of my quantum partners about this idea, the space between the words. So I think towards the end of May, you're going to be experiencing the connection that you have with this person. Many of you will not be in, my guides are saying, in the flesh. You will not be together in the flesh. You will be connecting in this very sacred, mythical, quantum, energetic pathway. So yes, there will be some intuition that you'll be sharing. There will be some telepathic messages, probably. And there may just be a period of quiet because your person is also very deep, just like you are. They are in the deep and they are contemplating themselves. They are contemplating the connection and the light that emerges from it and as a result of it. And you are just taking the moment, as you should, Cancer, and good for you, to go on this incredible journey. So I'm going to move the camera back and we'll go forward and we'll see what the guides have to say about the rest of this journey. So I've pre-shuffled the cards. There's what's on the bottom. We're going to shuffle a little bit more. So my guides are talking about the energy of the connection. And we see that it brings forward an ending and a new beginning. The World card indicates a period of a year. So some of you have been traveling together for a while. Some of you are entering a moment, and I love that the garland encircles the figure in the center, and we see all the power totems there. So the relationship itself, the connection, is looking into what is coming forward over the next year. And look, High Priestess. It goes right there, my guides are saying. A lot of secret knowledge, sacred knowledge coming forward for the benefit of each of you. And as a result of the connection between you, this is how it goes forward. So we see the High Priestess sitting with the sacred scrolls in her hands. She sits in front of the gateway to the temple. And she is the guardian of truth and the sacred secrets. So there are mysterious things that are meant to come forward as a result of this connection over the next year. And it's going to be a process of learning into the sacred. This is why the seer is looking right down into this. I love it. And so Cancer, for you, I love that. Look, the Strength card. There's something about you that's being made new. You have the infinity symbol above your head, which is very auspicious. And you're dressed in white. You've got garlands around your waist. You are taming the beast. You are utilizing your strength in order to be, okay, my guides are saying, what you are meant to become. That's the vision that you are seeking and that you are having in these days. So let's take a little bit of a look. Spirit, can you tell us what is it that beautiful Cancer needs to know about this connection? Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. So 3 of Pentacles, Cancer. This goes right in line with all these other things that are coming forward. You're standing in the temple. You're listening to the words of the sacred. It's coming to you telepathically. If you see the card in the background, you are standing on a bench. You are building a sacred place. I believe it's within yourself, the sacred temple of yourself. And you are standing there shining a light on the plants, talking with the guides and the benefactors from the sacred realm that you are contacting in this way in the second part of May. It's quite lovely. So let's shuffle up a little bit. Spirit, can you tell us something about Cancer's soul connection? What is it we need to know about that person, please? About their own journey into the space between the words. What can be known? Yeah, well, my guides are saying that. Again, Four of Swords. This person is resting. They're healing. They're rejuvenating themselves. They may be healing from a heartbreak. We see 3 swords pointing, on the wall, pointing down toward the chest in a sense. They have put their sword down. You may have been in battle in some way with this person. Again, please look back at some of the earlier readings when you see the little notice in the top of the video. The link to my channel is below, so if you want to just go there and look, I invite you, my guides are inviting you to do that. So this person's in deep, just like you are, very deep. Here's what they are contemplating. They are contemplating their earthly existence as a sacred being. They're contemplating what it means to them to have contentment and happiness, and how do they achieve that, and what is it that they want. This person seems to be very abundant in a lot of ways, and because they are financially secure, they have the ability to go into the deep, and they take the fullness of themselves, my guides are saying, with them on this journey. All the bounty that they have internally and externally. So Spirit, tell us a little more, please, about this relationship. What is it? Yeah, look what's coming out. Cancer, you've been at odds with this person somehow. And this High Priestess energy, the seer. Okay, here's what's happening. I'm just going to drop it. Okay? Look. So there has been apparently, or there are a lot of challenges happening. 9 of Wands. Okay, my guides want it this way. So, please no more battles. That's what 9 of Wands is all about. I've been really valiant. I have struggled through every battle, every blow, every challenge. I'm tired. I don't want any more of this. And I would like it to stop. But I'm afraid that I can't go on. And it's a 9. So we got one more step before the 10 comes and the wands are dropped. So this is someone who's very defensive, wounded, clearly, worried, and battle weary. I like that. So this is the wand that they're seeking. My guides are saying this is the wand that they're missing. And there's a reason why this is coming as part of this vision. There's something that's going to be realized. This state has to come first, and then rest and some sacred vision, the vision quest of the relationship in a sense. My guides are saying things, like when you come to a truce and you just put everything on hold for a minute so you can take a break, catch your breath, understand what's happening. So this relationship, this connection has sent you both into a very deep state. Look at that. Quite beautiful. And Cancer, for you, this is what you're contemplating. You're contemplating Ace of Cups. Of course you are, because that's your energy set point. That's the highest order of your energy vibration. So it's what you're trying to learn about. It's what you're talking to source energy, God, the goddess, the guides, the ascended masters, however you choose to say those things. You're trying to learn what it is to be the chalice, to have this source energy enter you and overflow, fill up your cup to the point where it's overflowing. inspiration about love energy coming to you directly from source. It's quite beautiful. And while you're in the temple, garnering your strength, working with the guides, how shall we build this temple? That's the discussion. Because we're talking about the temple of love. So your person is contemplating their own garden. What would they like next? How would they like to, okay, my guys are talking about like water the flowers and add fertilizer and make the garden grow. How would they like to increase their pentacles, their earthly existence, with this as the basis? So this is what they're contemplating. They're contemplating the next part of their life. What would they like to have come forward? Would they like more of what they've got? Would they like something different? And if so, how is that attained? It's quite beautiful. So Cancer, we're going to head on over to Patreon, where you will find all the extended readings that come out of my channel. So I ask people to come and support me on Patreon for a very modest donation every month. I decided I don't want to sell videos on Vimeo or some other place like that. I really want to build community. That's why I'm here. I'm here to serve the light workers and those people who are walking, striving to walk into the 4D and 5D way of knowing, way of living. And this is what it looks like in part. It is a beautiful challenge. Our lives are changing. The human's resonance is increasing. There's a lot going on. So always look at the astrology. Please do me the kindness of smashing the like button for me, and I'll look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. Join me over on Patreon. The link is below. Thanks, gang. See you then.